Yes, guys. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics University. So, welcome back. Welcome back. All who did on the live earlier, all who just are come on. Welcome to the platform. If it's your first time, we'll welcome you over here, guys. And if you are returning, we are welcoming you back. So, let us talk a little bit about liability. And let's talk about our healthcare system just a bit. There's been a lot of chatter lately, guys, about our healthcare system. And we're going to talk about it just a little bit this evening. So let us see who's here so far. We have Mr. Eric, welcome back. Miss Verona, welcome back. Finally got to saying your name correctly, Miss Verona. Um, Yeah, so everybody, welcome back. Rock and come in. Make we get talking about it, guys. Um, yeah, I think honestly that this is the end of Dr. Dawes. The biggest liability after Mark Golding. I think this is it. He has become the biggest liability. All right. Where were they now? Yeah, guys, give the live a thumbs up as you come on so we can get talking and all them something. Yeah. Lord have mercy. So, the health ministry. Tonight, I want to know if you tell me. I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to show you the facts like I always do. I'm going to show you the facts and then me like if you not tell me if the healthcare system is worse today than it was in the previous administration. I am not going to tell you. You pay attention to the facts, and at the end of this, I want to know if you tell me if the healthcare system is worse off or better off today, right? As we know, Jamaica has a developing healthcare system. It is far from perfect, but it's certainly not the worst. So that is the presentation here tonight, guys, and we'll get into some other stuff. So guys, when you know say over here, so is where you get the best content. You know, over here says where you get the truthful content, the real content, guys. And we'll take a lot of pride into the content that we create and present to you each evening, Monday to Friday, or whether it be just in one of our usual uploads. So the gentleman you're looking at the screen there, Alfred Dawes, Dr. Alfred Dawes, and the lady on the left is the member of parliament for somewhere in a St. Anne, where she took away Dayton Campbell's seat. So she came out in response to Dawes' latest attack on the healthcare system. And in her response, I'm going to let you hear what she said. And guys, you see, sometimes I know everything we must jump in. And sometimes I know everything, offered to us, we must accept it. You understand? I am not going to sit here and tell you that if there is something wrong in the healthcare system, that it should not be called out. It should be called out. But at the same time, how does it look? Let me just show you the facts. So, the article that you're looking at here was written in 2015. And as you can see, it headlines Health Ministry failing badly to address basic health sector problems. That was done in a press conference by Alfred Dawes at the time when he was the president of the Medical Doctors Association. And this pronouncement was made on the PNP on his PNP in 2015. Now let us show you what this article entails. I'm going to show you just a snippet of what was said during that time. It says Dr. Dawes says there's a chronic shortage of even basic protective clothing for doctors who have to perform surgeries. We don't have that problem in Jamaica today. I can say that with certainty. We don't have that problem in Jamaica today, right? The next thing is, according to the Jamaica Medical Doctor Association president, Dr. Dawes, the health ministry appears to be shielding its eyes from the reality that the health sector is in shambles. Can somebody tell the people who was the health minister during that time? Please and thanks. Who was the health minister during that time? Please talk it in the comments so the people them can't hear. He also said the bread and butter issues that define any efficient healthcare service have been ignored by the local health authorities. He also said the health ministry was guilty of failing to adequately manage the limited resources at its disposal. He said surgeries are being performed in unsanitary operating theaters. Guys, that is one of the biggest risks, is to get an infection during a surgery. It can result in death. So when we look at the healthcare system then, because these issues, these basic item issues that he was complaining about and saying that the ministry was in denial, just everything that he said, the surgical procedures where people don't have protective instruments for, surgery to protect them from bodily fluid and diseases. I mean, things were pretty bad then. Things were bad in 2015, right? And a lot of these issues, they are not a problem in Jamaica today. As I've said to you guys, we don't have a perfect healthcare system. And anybody would say that they would not be honest if they say our healthcare system was perfect. It's not. There is more work to be done. We just shown you the data where it said to adequately serve the country, the public health system must have at least 7,000 hospital beds. We're at about 5,000 right now. So we know it's not perfect, but things are happening. We see new hospital, children's hospital going up. Soon finish. We see other things. We see other machines and, other services that are available, dental services. We see, the Cornwall Regional Medical Center being upgraded or renovated. Things are happening. Things are definitely happening. Because let me tell you guys something. You see, if Jamaica did go in a COVID with the healthcare system as Dawes explained it in 2015, the system would have collapsed under COVID. Me not ask you that. Based on Dawes' explanation of the healthcare system 2015, this could not have withstood COVID-19. And that's just the truth. So I say all of this, guys, to say, when Dawes takes the initiative to come out and speak these falsehoods about ventilators missing and trying to go after the health ministry with falsehoods. That's not nice and that's not good. For a man that pretended at the time that you were coming from a non-partisan position about the healthcare system, the very party where you claim to say was performing so horribly where health is concerned, suddenly you're in there doing what? Trying to go to parliament? It better if you did run independent. But the truth of the matter is, guys, like I said here, he has become the biggest liability. Because all of these things that Dawes said in the past, they are being resurfaced. And people are wondering now about his credibility and his whether he's genuine. What's his purpose in the PNP at this time if he made such a pronouncement on it in 2015? And people can clearly see that he's disingenuous when he's going after the government, going after the health minister at this time when things are happening. I mean, if you're telling the truth, I see something wrong. You see something wrong in the health care, and you come and you tell the truth. Nothing wrong with that. Nobody should have no problem with that, no matter who I tell the truth. The truth should be spoken. So if I say something really wrong and him call out the truth, nothing really wrong with that still. But when you ever come out now and tell me a lie on the healthcare system and make it seem like it is worse today than it was when you said all those things, people can see that, you know, you're not genuine. You're not genuine and you're being very, deceptive and all these things. I agree with you. Things are not 100%. But we are seeing things happening. And the complaints that he had at that time, they're not present. Because me not hear no doctor. Me no doctor work in the system. Me have family members in the healthcare system in Jamaica. And me not hear nobody. Them know me a vlogger. Them know me a blogger. And them know say, if anything, them could have tell me, anything of grave concern. Nobody a complain about no simple basic things like hospital gowns, not hospital gowns, I'm sorry, surgical gowns, gloves, them little thing there. We not have that problem there today. So how you ever come and make it seem like, say, the healthcare system worse off than it was when you said all of these things? Nothing done wrong with calling out what is wrong. But don't be dishonest. Don't be caught being dishonest. Because it seems like, say, there is a pattern of dishonesty in this current opposition. Guys, what we are seeing now in our politics is things that we have not seen in the past. People have become more depraved. They have become more or less, I should say, they've become less concerned with their own credibility, that they will come out and tell all sorts of lies. Yeah, them come tell all sorts of lie and them not care if you catch them in a lie. I don't know if somebody gave them the strategy of speak the lie, of telling them to speak the lie, no matter if them are going to get catch. No matter if people fact check them, just speak the lie. You understand? No, sir. This is serious, guys. And so, therefore, I have come to the decision that this is the end of Dawes. Yes. Because you see, based on the things that he has said, and I read them all, people send them to me, I'm going to do my own research. And based on all these things that Dawes said about the former administration, previous administration, He's basically giving people the option and giving people the idea and the opportunity to go and look at the healthcare system during that time and look at the healthcare system now and see the clear distinction, the very clear distinction, and that the healthcare system is actually better today than it was when he spoke out. Let you guys hear what the member of parliament said. Hold on. Here it is, guys. Dawes should not forget that things were. Oh gosh, hold on just a second. One should not forget that things were so bad under his PNP administration in 2015 that he had to cry out about what he described as nothing being done to fix the poor state of the healthcare system. He complained about half of a soap being used as substitute for antibacterial solutions and garbage bags being used as protective gear, and that the PNP leadership of the sector was in the habit of shutting down criticism. Well, this government, via Dr. Tufton, has been transparent in its management of the ministry, and we have taken active and visible steps to fix the problems of resources allocation in terms of gears, equipment, human resources, and infrastructure work. It was only in 2020 that the European Union lauded Jamaica for its achievements under PROMAC. A senior member of the EU delegation commended the Health Ministry for its management of PROMAC and stated that she is pleased to say the outputs from the program are significant. This is a matter of public record and another indicator of Dr. Dawes' willingness to mislead in what appears to be his desperate bid for political traction. And you know what? This is an emerging trend in the PNP. Their spokespeople continue to make misleading statements in their desperate bid for political power with no accountability or no regard for what is accurate. Guys, me have to say it. It's true, she attack. 100% true. 100% true. You know, say it is quite sad enough to say that our politicians today, some of them, especially the ones that support Mark Golding, you know, we have always prided ourselves in, you know, being honest and being truthful and having credibility, you know. And when you look and see that the very people who want to lead the country and want to be the boss of some of the most important aspects of society in Jamaica, they have zero regard for truth. And everything that comes from their mouth is lie. You can fact check it and you can say a lie them a tell. Me go show you one video. I want you to see this man body language when him stand up in a press conference days ago. This is not right, guys. This cannot be right. You see, last night I was listening to a program that somebody sent to me, you know. And you see the people them who go protest in Washington, the man that try warn them and tell them, say, don't do it that way there. If you have an issue with the country or with the government or whatever, find another way to have dialogue with them. And the man was right. You understand? Because what in a travel advisory, remember, you know, the United States, they have always had a habit of putting out advisories on countries like Jamaica. As a matter of fact, the last advisory them put out one on Bahamas as well. And I think one more country in the region. Right? And you wonder to yourself, why would they put out the advisory on Bahamas, you know? Last year, Jamaica had the most visitors to the island than any country in the region. And Jamaica is actually the first country to fully recover from the pandemic. I don't even know if America had that many visitors last year, right? And when I go through that travel advisory for myself and look at the way they spoke about our healthcare system, right? And I'm saying, as a developing country, there is no imminent threat to anybody of our healthcare system, even though we're not perfect. You know what I mean? When they talk about our crime, yes, we have a problem with crime, but not to any degree where you're supposed to tell visitors in a way that, you would want to advise them not to go there. I mean, it really didn't affect anything because, as I said, almost over 4 million odd tourists came to Jamaica, visitors last year, according to reports. And Jamaica even get awarded for them hospitality and everything, right? So when people are misusing travel advisories, and I'm of the opinion that the Americans sometimes they do misuse it. When you put out travel advisory, you put it out where there is an imminent threat to visitors. You understand? That's not the case in Jamaica at this time. And for see, we know as Jamaicans, I could go out there and bring our voice to this misuse of a travel advisory. To come tell the nation, say, yeah, true, them attack. The healthcare system, this and that, and one heap of something. Now, when the healthcare system is worse, according to what Dawes said, we never see them come out of protest. Nobody never come out of protest in the diaspora. So what is happening now? Are people getting paid to do so? Why is this this emergence of this group, whatever their ultimate goal is, to bring down and destroy Jamaica? I only see one thing behind it, You see the Rise United movement, they made a vow to mash down PNP and build it back in a 5 years. Me see it for me with me two eye them, where them talk it, Dayton them. Mash down PNP and build it back in a 5 years. That's what them a plan to do with Jamaica. Mash it down and build it back. And then can't build back nothing. Because look over in the PNP now, then cannot build back nothing. That is the situation. Everything where them come with against the country, you're supposed to can call out things are wrong. But don't come tell no extra lie on the country. That is not cool. When them now walk attack said Jamaica build 3 prison. I yesterday one of my friend called me. Asked me say if I true, but she not subscribe over here, so she would really know. Say if I true, say Jamaica build prison, 3 prison. Me say, look here, which part Jamaica forget money from for build 3 prison? They take no responsibility for information and truthful information. I don't think they believe in that. Hold on, guys. Hello? Oh, yeah. Um, you believe so, Gypsy girl? You believe so? No, Elijah, not talks at all. Because even business people have to have integrity and do things the right way and follow regulation and them something. They not talk so, man. Business people, no, sir. The things them that this man said in 2015, and as God live it, the situation better in the healthcare system. Me not tell no lie. Me not bias. As a matter of fact, I will go a little further. The government of Jamaica is very poor at telling their own story in terms of what they are doing in the country where healthcare and other things are concerned. But I see these things and I don't have no reason to lie about it. I see these things. And I can tell you with certainty the complaints that he had.
We're live? Okay.
Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another.
We're live? Okay.
If you look pandas right there, so you can see him very uncomfortable. This was a press conference he did a few days ago on the healthcare, and he knows that he said these things. He knows. He knows they're out there. And if you look at him when that presser started, very extremely uncomfortable.
We're live? Okay.
Yeah, man. So Mark Golding is the biggest liability for obvious reasons.
We're live? Okay.
Mark Golding, first for obvious reasons, is the biggest liability. Dayton Campbell is also a liability. But I think with Dawes now and his attack on the healthcare system, with the lies that are being told, he has become the biggest liability after Mark Golding. And that is just the truth. And I don't think Dawes can make it to Parliament. I don't normally come make no pronouncement for certain things, right? And you have not heard me say whether the government or the opposition can or cannot win any election. My guests have made their pronouncements and their predictions, but you've never heard me say that. Because why? Anything can happen. And that's just the truth. It really depends on how people are playing their cards. And, almost everybody, I think, are falling short. So that's my opinion. But where Dawes is concerned, I can tell you now with certainty. Dawes is not going to Parliament. Too much things. Him go on with too much things. From being at the murder scene of Melissa and not coming out, come telling the truth, and when people ask about it, him come and attack the blogger them, to the situation about being poison, not no go so, to how the people are resist him over in the constituency where he's trying to go, where they're saying, listen, give us a vote and let us either pick you or refuse you. And them don't want to give the people no vote. Mark Golding and force them in to PJ refuse him because them put PJ up a flyer for come at them introduction and confirmation, and PJ did not show up. And he said PJ is his godfather. And I know of some other things what Dawes did, but I'm not really going to mention it right now. Another time I tell you no. They all have this thing against women, and I don't know why. They attack women, psychologically damage women. I know of that for a fact. Can't trust them with private information, private medical information, because they will leak it out. I know that for a fact too, because it was recently reported to the proper authorities. So I say that to say, with all of that, I don't know who in their right mind is going to lose to Dawes. Dawes is not going to go to Parliament. I think I can bet $100 upon that one day too. Remember on the ear it over here, so it's a fact. It's a true. All right. Let me call my correspondent real quick. I see what you guys are saying. I'm reading the comments, guys. How many doctors employed now versus then? I don't know that statistic, strong link. I'm sorry. But if you do, tell us, please. I don't know, I don't know. Maybe him soon come. Yes, so let me call up Liz. Maybe Liz have a different opinion than me, but I strongly don't believe that Dawes is gonna go to Parliament for all the reasons I just spoke of. Yes. Yes. Good night, Liz. Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Oh, okay. Good night. Good night. How are you?
I am good.
Yes. So we dey here now attack and me I make a very bold prediction. I don't know if you're gonna agree with me or not, but I think after Mark Golding, Alfred Dawes has become the biggest liability to the opposition. And I'm predicting here tonight that based on some of his actions, based on the fact that, there are some untruths being told, and the things that he said about the PNP government previously with the healthcare system, which is worse than what it is today, in my view. I don't think him going to parliament. Plus the problem in the constituency we him have. You understand the people them are reject him, and plus PG never go there, go support him. I don't think him going to parliament. What do you think?
I agree 100% because what has happened what has happened is that the politics is in a very bad place. National politics is in a very bad place. And the whole scenario of the persons who are being presented or who is running, coming to the people, is unfit, unstable, and are dubious characters. And the people, the voters, has withdrawn gradually and gradually. And so there also has to be clarity that the People's National Party has been dragged into a mess situation via Rise United movement and a serious overhaul afterward is going to become necessary because, for example, on the news, the first item on the news was about it seems as if press releases are being issued by a gentleman with no trial to play, and that he has won case against three ladies. Karen was named.
Oh, them put that pan press release, pan party press release.
No man, it was read on the TV news.
Okay.
That the ladies lost and no trial took place. No defense was filed. That's what the news read that the judge said, which is strange because three young ladies' affidavits were attached to the defense of Comrade Karen Cross, and they also read that she was expelled. That can't happen because she's still a member of the PMP, and the Rice people are not members of the PMP. It is an interesting time, but that's going nowhere. He had to run away from Jamaica, He's not employed in the medical system. He was at Spanish Town, and he had to run away, run to the Bahamas. He ran away to the Bahamas, came back, went down to Supplement to run again. And I think now he's opening a private medical practice.
So, really? So
when you look at the characteristics,
what? First of all, why him did end up runway, and what is in business into politics today after him come out 2015 and basically said that the healthcare system was on its head 2015?
Yeah, man.
Why did he leave?
He lashed out against Fenton Ferguson bitterly, bruisingly.
Why?
And because he was seen as pro JLP, and really him start to have a what you call it now. He wants to be a glamour boy, a star. Personnel. He's not really about seriously doing medicine in the interest of the everyday people. He's about a star, like in
same thing what Bunting wanted to become.
The medical series they have on TV. That situation.
And where them people they call again? What I show the name again? Yeah, like the plastic surgery man, them who want everybody come to them, so them just go up on TV.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Dawes used to do a whole heap of work with Tufton when I time to, you remember?
He was always seen and accepted as a JLP, and that's why he attacked. He led he led the ventilator situation against that Ferguson, you know, and who's a dentist by profession, a well-known dentist. He led. Remember that incident with the ventilators against Dr. Ferguson, and him come back again as he was part of that grouping, and he come back again now on the other side, and that's why the people of Southeast St. Catherine are so smart. And he was at the Spanish Town Hospital with the incident with the gentleman was undergoing in pain. I think it was appendix or hernia for some 18 hours, withering while he was running. He was at the time he was running the triage. And him get up and walk over to it. I read it and walk up and look down at the gentleman and said, that is what you're going for, something in fact.
Oh,
and then
really?
The gentleman died. Yeah, and the gentleman died. And he had to take off. He had to run, leave Spanish Town Hospital.
Allah.
And then he ran to Bahamas. Don't know what happened in the Bahamas. He run, come back here, go down to Sablama Hospital and to run, leave down there too. That is the problem we're having. We're facing a serious problem, you know, in the kind of persons coming to the political arena. And that's why I'm so admirable of the voters who are now sitting up and taking stock.
So wait a know, what is his purpose? Is he back in the politics because he want to promote him in business or whatever? Because me not understand how him coming. First of all, you know the first time I heard him, and I hear his appeal to members of the PNP saying, you know, a divided party cannot win an election. It sounds like him just a coming at the thing and a see and a observe what go on. So people are asking him if he might rise and them something there. So I said to myself, say then a man who is a doctor, why would he want to come in a party that is so fragmented, destroyed, and all of that, and and following a man like Mark Golding? He can't be that bright. That's what I'm saying to myself at the time. So what is him reason when come about? No.
Well, the general, since the 1990s, the general opinion is that Jamaica's purse, national purse, is easy pickings. And so people who know the well as doctor, people who know the well in their private business, people who know the well as academia, people who know the well in whatever field them choose, can't make it. So the best people them come earn millions. People who are banker and banker, them failing as bankers. People who are businessmen and them failing as businesswomen and them failing. The best place to go is to the political arena because that's in a freedom opinion and freedom mind. The voter in a Jamaica are not very bright people. Tell them anything and you get voted for. So the best place to run to know. He doesn't seem to be doing well in the medical profession. So the best place him, and he was bouncing around with the JLP. And now in bouncing around with the Rise United movement, really. But the situation surrounding the whole thing is the PMP in this mud pile, dragged into this mud pile, and it's getting worse. And they just mentioning the whole ruling today, where a man starts something in the court, say, him get the fame, and then by the time it drag out 3 years now, going 4. By the time if go back with him Casey lawyers to file, say, me don't want a trial. So to just rule against them, throw out them defense. And that is exactly what happened, you know. Which shows you the kind of pickle this country is in. With the back mentality.
And it take then it could have taken so long for throw out some defense.
That is it.
That not could have throw out long time, man.
Three affidavits has been attached to the main person, Karen's defense. 3. Therefore, how can you throw out all 3 ladies and not give them a chance to defend themselves against the claim that they have defamed the character. And then the three young ladies never got a chance to hear their side of the situation, because they really are the ones who made the accusations, and it was taken up by a very active, astute citizen and a member of the People's National Party, a former vice president of the People's National Party, while you are still a member, because no riser can expel her from the PNP. But you gave the ladies no chance, none whatsoever, to hear their side, to defend themselves and state their defense. You know, shoot everything and say, you were, then you turn around at the end of it and say them can appeal. Interesting.
Well, the appeal court or the appeal people, they will get a chance to see it, so that's fine. But
it's true.
the people them who are publish and read it, them need to understand, say, those allegations were not defended, and they need to educate themselves and explain to the people on what grounds they are calling it victory. What grounds?
Yes.
Let the people know that. Right. And that's why we're glad for the platform here, because we can explain it, because they may have the case marked as private. I don't know why you would be suing somebody and marking the case private. What are you hiding? You know what I mean? So that's why we're glad for this platform. We can come explain, since the mainstream media don't have the information. Lord. But anyway.
You raise a very interesting point. The case was blocked by the claimant, the person claiming to have been defamed. It was blocked and argued that it should not be in the public domain. Today now,
the lawyers, them a wonder about that too. Them a say, how that?
Yes, you blocked it, saying that it must be made private and confidential. Then today now, with the judge ruling, the lopsided ruling, you go out, TVJ News, just read, I suspect that possibly CBM, and the Gleaner first out with it. So how can you first have it private? You didn't want the public to know. But now, with the judge not having a hearing for the persons the lawsuit filed against to defend themselves, plus the 3 affidavits of the young ladies who are making black users not being heard, then it is in the public space, in the media house, that the case has been won by the person who filed the lawsuit in the beginning. So this is a strange situation.
Did you hear them? Did you hear them explain on what grounds he's so-called one? Did you hear anybody explain that?
No, only that the judge ordered that Karen Miss Cross must take down social media posting.
They're not for a long time, that man. They're not for a long time. That 3 years ago, them said that, you know. 3 years ago, they said that. Some of them know what them have published that for. You see, because them lock off the case. Yes, Dayton and them lawyer lock off the case from the mainstream, mainstream media. They really don't have a lot of information, and that's why I can see what exactly they're doing and the injustice in doing so to the public who has an interest in the case, and people who are getting piece of information and wrong information because they're not telling the truth. And this is nothing new, because this has become a hallmark of Mark Golding, Dayton, Campbell, and Dawes and them people. Them don't talk truth. What me cannot take up a lawsuit and sue you and then I hide it off from the media. Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
And then today, now, with the judge lopsided ruling, where she heard nothing. She heard nothing, absolutely nothing. She heard none of the 3 ladies accused defense. She did not allow them to speak. There was no trial. Then she did not allow the 3 ladies, the other 3 teenagers who are the accusers. She heard nothing from them either. They were not allowed to defend their affidavits. Right? Signed before, written and signed before officers of the court, JFPs. She heard nothing from the people that he filed the lawsuit against. Nothing as he filed against Triahuna. And they said the blogger, one of them was a blogger. He filed against you. You did not get an opportunity to stand up in the court and say, "Oh, did I defame you?" And so, no, it has published. It is now all over the media. That
no, everybody who were part of the case, they submitted a defense, but the judge decided to honor what Dayton lawyer asked, which is to strike out, to throw out the defenses. This has never happened in the history of civil court. Never. You cannot throw out the defense. You cannot throw out the defense, and especially when the defamation thing where you claim happen, there's adverse response to it where it incriminates you more. So you would want to investigate and challenge that to save your reputation, but that was not done either.
But the judge blocked that. The judge leave is the reputation of the person filing the defamation. She has now leave it up in the air and in a tarnished position. Because how can she not have allowed the three female?
No, but then I understand say this worst theme. Then I understand say this worst theme, because what a lot of people are asking me, because remember them put the case as private, so people of the public who want to know, because Dayton is a public figure. The people them who are interested to know what's happening or what really happened, right? They are asking, say, what about the statements that were submitted? What that was signed by the JP, all these things. And I'm having to say to them that they were submitted, but they decided that they don't want to hear that. That's just basically what it comes down to.
Yes, the judge has said, I don't want to hear anything from any of you. Or just take down the post them, and she don't. During the posts that she said must be taken down. Those they don't exist. But the thing is, she has not allowed for the man who claimed to have been defamed to have his reputation standing with his KC lawyer, standing with it in front of the three young ladies in the court, to say, you are lying, you are lying, you are lying. And the three young ladies to reply, no, I am not, no, I am not, no, I am not. And then the three yourself and the other two no. You as a brother would say, oh, did I defame you? Because I said nothing, I accused you of nothing. I just spoke to Karen. And then
yes, I spoke to Karen and said that Dayton them don't have no boundary, them have no manners. Me talk, me mind how me feel about Dayton at the time. And I still do. But that does not amount to an accusation that he did what Karen accused him of. Karen made her accusation. She brought the thing them to submit to the court and make the JP sign them and everything. And the court of Jamaica, this judge in Jamaica, decided that she's going to strike not one, not two, but three. And it looks very suspicious. So that's why me feel say it is very important to let the public know that Dayton Campbell did not defend the allegations against him. They were not challenged.
They have not been defended.
No. So they're still outstanding.
Yeah, they're still outstanding. They have not been, has he proven that he has been defamed. Nothing like that has happened.
No, it did not happen. And it must, look here now, man. It must start every day until every Jamaican and everybody hear it. Because guess what? I know him alone involved. There are 3 other people involved. And Dayton is not going to spin this with the media friend them over Gleaner for come make it look like say him get some victorious victory. It never go say in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Dayton Campbell did not defend these allegations against him. He did not go in there and prove say what Karen say is a lie. That did not happen. And that is the truth and that is the fact of the matter.
Yes.
That is not to say, well, on let me just make this clear. That is not to say that I am saying whether Dayton is innocent or guilty. I do not know. But what I am saying for sure is the allegation against Dayton was not proven to be incorrect because it was not challenged. That is what you call a kangaroo. It's a kangaroo business.
That is why I'm taking. I just launched it and I took it on myself and I said to Karen didn't accuse him either. You know, the three young ladies did. They went to her for assistance to bring the matter to some they want redress because of how we abused them as underage persons. How they were abused as underage person. And Karen went to the disciplinary chairman. She did not accuse him of anything like that, but she also did not get a chance in the court of law to have the young ladies hear the truth of what really took place between himself and the three of them. The other thing that is puzzling, what and how, where is Michelle in all of this camp? Where did Michelle defame him? What did Michelle say? Michelle never accused him of anything either. Michelle is just friendly with yourself and Karen. We are all friends and part of the PNP and members of the organization and the whole resistance to what.
For tell you the truth, Liz, for tell you the truth, in a 2001, me never really know Karen like that, you know. Except for you know, saying hi and bye out of social media and talking about the politics, you know. And I like me and Karen was bench and bat, you know.
All right.
Everybody advised them opinion upon the situation. And who not talks them a liability for the PNP, attacks Jesus Christ or what is in our politics? No. You understand? Our politics mash up no. Oh God. And everybody attack, and some people say a good theme because Dayton defame a whole heap of people. Serve him right. And them something there. That's how Karen could have raised $1 million for PR fine, you know. Because nobody don't like him, them get to realize that he's a boy when I have no manners. So that's why everybody run, come and donate and say, Karen, see money I go and go pay the $750,000. You understand?
Right.
Me never see so much people come together in a Jamaica.
And then we need it again too, because the appeal court, the appeal, I am open and I'm urging them to appeal because this.
Everybody I go appeal. Everybody I go appeal because that judge here, in my view, me no know. Me feel like somebody else to look funny.
I don't know what else to.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a system. I think so. There's a system in our judicial system to ask for a review of judges and their ruling.
Yeah.
This one needs to be looked at by the jury. I don't know if there's like how the Bar Association of the legal counsel can deal with lawyers when they miss them. I don't know if there's a system within judges, among judges, for a judicial panel to look at this ruling, because this is a strange ruling. So I am hoping that I'm a launch one GoFund thing while I go help you know. That thing that for help you know.
No sir, no. Liz, not talk that out here. Me no want no help at all from nobody. Me appreciate it. But I'm good. Trust me, me tell you, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, cause I don't want it to be said. Say me, I raise money for anything at all. Okay.
No, we are raising basically, you know, the three young ladies affidavit they attached to Karen defense.
Oh, them ladies there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want them get them need lawyer to because them have to appeal the ruling where she make too because nobody no get a chance to defend themselves. The three young ladies must be heard. They must be heard. So things help is needed for have the case go to the appeal court and be successful because the ladies were not given a chance to be heard. And it is unfair. So something is
Liz,
wrong.
don't you know say this is political? This is nothing but well, where I'm concerned, that is. Where I am concerned, it's political. But you know, we don't really take it too personal, you know, because a fight is a fight and we are warrior by nature, right? And we don't work with intimidation because them know say a warrior like me, right? When time I zoom in upon them and decide to take them on after them try to come after me with their lies, from them time that them a liar, you know. And from them step on a can like this year, 1 year so. And them decide say, I don't know if them think it was gonna be a 9-day wonder. But you see when time I see wicked and evil people, me have to shout it from the mountaintop because I don't want to hurt nobody else. And this is why me did I try to make the people them know say them a killer and look what happened to Melissa, then kill Melissa and cover it up. Me not stop talking.
That Indale George Bloomfield before Melissa too, he came under it. But Dr. Phillips, that same gentleman went on a platform in the campaign 2019 as campaign manager and made a statement. Dr. Phillips is the father of 6 beautiful children and maybe 20 grandchildren, a brilliant person, a politician. And that man went on the public platform and called Dr. Peter David Phillips a worthless boy. That's what
anyway,
a gentleman by the name of Comrade Peter Shand in Northwest St. Anne, when he came down back to the constitution, I told him 3 things. I am going to run you out of PNP, I am going to take the seat away, and I am going to give it to the PNP.
Well, on the list, somebody's saying no, we understand why we should say no to the CCJ. So, Camille, if you're saying no to the CCJ, are you saying that you feel comfortable with Jamaica being the final court of appeal or court of justice? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think she's saying she's comfortable with the Privy Council because she thinks that, but it reached to the CCJ, you know. This is going to our Jamaica Court of Appeal. It hasn't reached to the CCJ or the Privy Council yet. You have to get a decision out of the Jamaica Court of Appeal. And then if you don't think it is just, then you move to the CCJ is in terms of the CCJ, yes, I think you can carry it there. And then on to the Privy Council.
So do you believe that Jamaica should be the final court of appeal for Jamaica?
No, this ruling here tells you no. You cannot have Jamaica having its own final court of appeal. No, it's either the C. Well, I am a Caribbean person, so I think we should have our final appellate court being the CCJ. But for now, based on this ruling today, this very very dubious ruling, I don't think we should ever read the Jamaican populace, the everyday average persons, ordinary people, lovely song, who them think that we are idiots. We now have no sense. We have to go and then go train on this last one, them train on that day, and them go Lincoln's in, and them go Norman, man. So them they are the it, and we the average everyday people, we now have nothing. No. We can't see the ruling here. This around far from Jamaica having its own final appellate court. Yeah, man. And people graduated people from at the same time. They graduated together in the same batch of 80, 92 from Norman and the last school know each other. No, sir, one at Georgia, one at defense lawyer.
Look here. Somebody say, I pay my daughter's school fee while she was going to Hilda's and Dayton constituency workers post my daughter picture on social media telling people that he paid my daughter's school fee. Look here, when it comes on to them people, they are just right through a slackness. So that not surprise nobody if it is true.
Yeah. She must sue him to take it down. Tell him, threaten him, tell him to take it down. Take it down. Yeah.
You see?
No. We cannot have the system is slated with a backward mentality against the ordinary people. The ordinary people, Marcus had to say them now, understand themselves until they back in. No, we can't have this ruling. The man filed a defamation suit against you three ladies, totally ignoring. Then he asked that it be private. It is not made known to the media and the public space. When him get the judge ruling, she did not hear the trio was not allowed to state your defense in court in our presence. The three young ladies' affidavit was not allowed to be tried and to be heard. And she did not read any of the real legal posts made by any of you ladies. She don't listen to your blogs or what you said. She don't listen to Michelle is the one that is very curious. How in heaven name did Michelle do any defamation? Therefore, we are saying in the public space that nowhere in hell shall we make this thing rest and get away with it, because there are many young ladies out there hurting. And this judge, no case, but to make a ruling in favor of the person who filed the defamation, so his character is still defamed in the public eye and in the public space.
Jamaica. One thing I want to know over here, so Jamaica. There was no trial. There was no defending these allegations against Dayton Campbell. There was no hearing of the allegations against Dayton Campbell. There was none of that done. So I can safely call this a kangaroo, for telling the truth, you know, Liz. Can safely call it a kangaroo. But you know what? Them don't learn nothing from the cartel case. And you know what? Members say, as I said here earlier, one of the reasons why many people are reluctant to return to Jamaica is because of the way that the court system is perceived to be tainted. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it just
batchmates graduate together, you know, so they batchmates against the populace, and then wow.
Yeah. But yes, you know, if I never say me have respect for the appeal process, I put up that judge out here and do my own investigation and talk, you know. And it might come down to that at some point, but right now, I'm not going to do that. You understand? Because I'm put up that judge out here and show all of the paperwork, them and them something there. A different something, you know. Because me a woman, my head will chip on them something there, you know. But me I control myself. Me not going to do it at this time. Me see the injustice, but me not going to do it at this time because it's a process and I respect the process. I am not like these risers, right? Who not have no boundary and violate everything. You understand me?
Then if you can have a white man come in and throw out the founder of the People's National Party is Norman Washington Manley. He is the founder. There's no Codis and Coda. And this white man come in and fling out the founder, fling out the Constitution, insert himself illegally, and then challenging the country's Constitution. Then this result today is not very surprising. That's why I say people we can't have Jamaica have its own court of appeal, final appellant court in our basket. We either go, and I think we should go to the CCJ as a decent court, well prepared, well structured.
You know, sir, other day when the argument come up about the final court, you know, say honest to God, I was saying, me not really love the idea of Jamaica continuing on this path of, you know, trying to be as independent as possible, including within our judicial system, right? So me that say, you know, make we try and deal with our own justice. But even after seeing the cartel thing, me I say, all right then, maybe I just a look at one judge. They can really and truly what a judge they doing now. If I did in another country, I'll do him retire and so. But if in this still they on the bench, so they may take him off, they may vote him off or something because what him do by letting that juror continue to help make the decision, that is like you don't even have to go last school for no say you're not supposed to do that.
All right.
Now come and see this now.
Yes.
And the suspicions that I have of this judge and this system, some of which I won't speak out here at this time, but it just pretty much tells me, say, look here, reverse yourself. Jamaica cannot be the final court of appeal in the country.
No.
So me stand up on that right now. For sure. Me always give people the benefit of the doubt until me have a reason to doubt them. And me I tell you, say this blatant, obvious case here, where clearly a one-sided thing. And as I've always said, a lot of these politicians in Jamaica, they influence and help corrupt our court system. It's not a joke, it's serious.
What you can do, you can look at the defense lawyer, see if they can research the judge, research if there is a possibility in the jury, in the justice system for the what you call it now, the what you call it now, the recalling of a judge or because DPP Llewellyn, when she was there in the office, started a process of file an appeal against a judge's decision in a case where she thinks that the defendant should have gotten a heavier sentence and the judge gave a very light one. So if that has started, I don't know if this situation can be filed against a ruling of a judge who you think might be. I don't know if there's a recall situation.
Yeah.
Because this is very, very, very curious.
No, that's why they must come. That's why them should have never have this. But no private. Yeah, mark case private. We are mark case private, though. Make this something open up so everybody can see it and see what go on.
Yes.
People can go read. People can go read. Whatever see them post of a gleaner, that has no information whatsoever about the meat of the matter. And that's done intentionally, as it was marked private from the beginning. Yes, a true strong link, yes.
That is why I know that is not a situation of a court reporter reporting to their media houses. It is coming from them, from him.
Yeah,
because how the item was read on TV and in the Gleaner, say he was the one who posted to the media house, the two media houses that carried it so far, that he has won the case. But when you win a case when no trial took place, absolutely no hearing took place.
You don't. There's two ways I know that with civil matters. For example, a particular vlogger out here on YouTube was recently sued, but the other party the other party won because that vlogger did not respond to the suit. You understand? So you have a default judgment situation going on right there. And you don't ever do that. When somebody say them have a problem with you in a civil matter, you always respond to it, because if you don't respond, them are gonna get default judgment and you don't want that, right? No, I am smart enough to know you don't ignore or back or run from. You angle it, you understand? And with that being said, how is it that three separate people because you can't lump everybody together, right?
No.
You have 3 separate people versus one person, and everybody come with them separate defenses. And it is so ironic. I have never seen this before, where a judge is gonna strike all 3 defenses. That no make no sense whatsoever.
None, absolutely none.
Especially with the
One
kind of defense, you have, as I told you guys earlier before, that you have this fear commenting thing, which gives people the right to exercise their freedom of speech, and especially when you are a public figure on public matters, right? But you do so responsibly. I've always practiced that. I've never had an issue with nobody whatsoever at all. And me a comment publicly 17 years now. So when them a do them something, I know. Me see him lawyer, Enlin. She come out in one article about a year ago. No, not so long. About 6 months ago. She come out, come say, um, like she has said, public figures, them not really, have no way of protecting themselves because of blogging and them something there. You know, she took that kind of position. So I don't know if she write something to the judge and them something there and say that. You understand? I don't know, but I am very suspect of these people.
Try and find it, because that is Campbell part of the defense in the appeal court.
No,
So try and
so me not worry my head over this, you know. That's why I hire a lawyer, because I don't want to be dealing. I don't want to be so involved in this kind of thing.
Oh, we are trying. What I mean is, you find it and send it to him. Find it, and him can use it in the appeal. But then,
he will know what to do.
Aside from you 3 ladies, there are the 3 young ladies who made the affidavits. Why weren't they given a chance by judge to hear their side of the story? Right? Why didn't she give a chance for them? Because the case has made it to the courts because of their approach to Karen Cross, and the Karen Cross took the matter to a step further to the political organization of which she's a member, still is a member. And then from there now, he filed a defamation lawsuit against you 3. So you 3 did not defame him, right? 3 young ladies made a complaint to Karen. Karen took the matter to the disciplinary committee. From there, he filed 3 lawsuits against yourself, Karen, and Michelle. Michelle one is still puzzled why she in it. Then,
me tell you why them do that. If you look out here up on the YouTube platform, for example, there is not one riser out here who talk and nobody will listen to them. Them come with political church. One of them come with political church. We don't know what they say them are, what kind of church or what kind of island powder them have going over there. But then it's a political church, nobody now listen to them. Dayton them know. So when people like me speak, and when people like Michelle speak, people will listen, because we not run dirty joke, you know. Meaning say, we not just come and fling out anything and call it blogging and vlogging. We do a research and we take our time to bring to the platform information and credible information. That has been our track record in the social media space. At least mine. You understand? Now, Dayton Campbell track record in our politics of a defame people, because as me say, Daryl Vaz them finally carry the boy gone a court.
3 of them?
Yes, and the other rest of people them. So Dayton Campbell track record is to lift up him skirt, cuss people, take set pan woman, tell lie pan people, put him on him Kimbo and go on with be something. That is his track record for tell life on people and so. And that is why nobody don't really like him and why he got voted out. You understand? So
Yes.
no matter where them want go cook up in a them kangaroo corner, as what July said, remember when July said, Dayton is unrepentable. Dayton is irredeemable, and that is the truth of the matter. This boy is a troublemaker. So judge and jury, if you not hear this, you're going to see him come back before now again. Because the people them are swim because him say the people them are murderer.
And then him say him win a case, he never start, never tried. He ran to the court and he was so desperate and so glad him say him win a case. Him called Dr. Phillips worthless boy from public the great eminent Dr. Peter David Phillips, him call him worthless boy. Now the matter, the real matter, crux of the matter here and now is the judge, the ruling. Who is, you know her name or in name?
Of course, I know her name. Then her name in every document.
All right. So who is the judge and why the gather are? Because what the judge did actually, you know, is not even a trial or a hearing or a whatever. It's a gather that should just come out and put a gather. Shut up the tree down. Don't talk about Dayton. Shut up and the three young ladies, the three actual truthful young ladies who has had their young life turn upside down. They were never given a chance to face this man in a court of law, which they wanted. They wanted their stories to be told, and they were never given a chance because the judge put a gather notice she not make a ruling against them.
She can't put, look here, she can't put Gagard upon Jamaica, but she can't put no Gagard upon me. Me under the amendment, me underneath the amendment of America, where me have my constitutional right to speak and express myself, and I never cease doing that. Then can't put no Gagard upon me. And Dayton cannot get no money from Dayton. If Dayton want money from me, Dayton have to come over here so and head to the federal court, and Dayton have to sue me there so. I'm a guarantee bet how much any amount of money. So Dayton cannot win me because we're entitled for freedom of speech. They won't look here. First of all, when time we come on to politician in this country here, we criticize every one of them. I remember one time when Donald Trump first became president, you know, over Twitter, Donald Trump start block off people off Twitter. And so one of them came got quote, or a couple of them I think came got quote. I you know said the judge ordered Donald Trump to unblock the people them.
Of course.
He must unblock them because him is a public figure, president of the United States, but him no want nobody to criticize him. So him block them. So when it comes on the freedom of speech and expression, right here, so in my jurisdiction where me live and me is a good citizen, we practice them. This is not right now, but at least I get the opportunity.
Just practicing Jamaica. Some people believe that because them name George and Loy and Casey behind them thing. Oh God, the ghetto person. You start panic.
No. But we have this platform now to show the Jamaican people, because this really affect the Jamaican people. All right?
Yeah.
So, and the Jamaican bloggers and vloggers them. This goes to show, say, in the justice system down there, you would have to be careful, you know. You would have to be more careful. Because you can't have politicians going to court and for no thing not even here no time at all. Them get the benefit of the doubt, and that is just the truth of the matter. You remember when the SSL something come up, which SSL is a fraudulent criminal organization. And I say bloggers out here talk about it. The woman when named Shelly Quran, them no lawsuit she too, because she talk about it, me no know. Where she da talk say, but me say she was talking and them said them a lawsuit her. Likewise, Andre, them get, as a matter of fact, them get default judgment for Andre because Andre talk about this criminal organization will take over $10 million from Usain Bolt and rest of Jamaica people them. So you're not supposed to talk them people here abuse The system. No, I am aware of that. But the warrior that I am, me no bow to them people here. Me no bow to them people here.
You can't bow.
No.
If
And them to get exposed to.
Of course, if Harriet Tubman and as the late when Congressman Lewis said good trouble
We love good trouble.
To advance your people and your race, good trouble.
We love good trouble.
Yeah, man, always consistent. Me always in the fight with good trouble. Because good trouble is quality of life. And we must admire and follow the leadership of good trouble. And Karen, I'm sure Karen is going to do it on Tuesday. I am sure she's going to go live on Tuesday.
So, hold on, let me ask you a question and all this. What Dayton Campbell feel say? When them send this go over Glean and off for Glean and publish it, Dayton Campbell thinks that this have a help mark with them passport in their back pocket and them sitting there. The English passport. Me mother, wait there. Dayton Campbell thinks that this have a help mark go in, talk it short.
Yes, man. What do you mean? The demented mind is a dangerous mind. You know, say, I'm going to give you an experience. I was traveling to Cuba in 1985. I left Jamaica September 4th, 5th, 1985. In the airport, in Havana airport, you get immigration form, right? And one of the questions said, who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica? This was 1985, September 5th. And the question, the immigration form asked, who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica? And I wrote, Michael Norman Manley. That's what I wrote.
Oh, Jesus.
It is 85, and the Prime Minister was not Michael Manley, but that's what I wrote because I grew up in a household. I was exposed very early to book history of my race, etc. To this day, the leader, the president of the PNP in my mind, me not work my neither, is Lisa Hanna because she honestly won. So me not count. Mark Gold is not a member of the PNP, so Mark Gold, you can't talk to me. I mean, now vote for the rise a candidate. But this situation now that has been created by this ruling is another interesting situation for us to educate, use and educate we must educate our people and lead them.
Because look here, back in the days, right, during oppression and slavery time, then come and talk about them ancestors. Wasn't it against the norm for the slaves them to rise up? Don't it? It was supposed to be illegal. Them charge them for all kind of something. So if the slave them never did get wise and decide that them is not gonna be shackled by what them come and say, because if them is shackled by it, then them would have never get out of slavery. Right?
Yeah, and there are two kinds of slave. Well, two kind of enslaved people or kidnapped people who were enslaved.
A kidnap for sure.
There was the one in the house. Master crumbs, and there was the one out in the field, and the ones out in the field were the ones who were leaders. Now you use a lovely word, shackle. Percival Noel James Patterson, a lawyer by profession, a King's Counsel by a title, said, and I quote, the law should never be a shackling. So this is a case here. This ruling here today is not going to shackle Natalie, Michelle, or Karen. It's not a shackle now. And we the followers, it's worse than a shackle. So a boy could always pay $400,000 for the press read certain things. Some things me never know that did that. Used to happen until me learn certain things from the late Dorian Samuels. So yeah, man,
rest in peace.
For reading certain things for them on the news.
Yeah, but thank God for social media. Social media can be good and it can be bad. But may I tell you, so when you use social media the right way and you have the skills and you can deliver on these things, thank God for social media. Because if I never social media, everybody would have did things say, everything was put forward and everybody was heard and all these things and justice. No, it's not so it go. It's not so it go. Let me just tell you
I
now.
have to know.
Since you
I
can't go
also
look because they mark it private, let me tell you no public. It's not so it go.
Yes, it's not saying. And the
Mhm.
next thing now too, the young lady's claims has not been disproven. They have not been proven that they were lying. No such thing happened.
Look here,
That
Liz,
young
you
lady
need not to go
lied.
that far. They did not check to see the authenticity of the letters that were submitted by the accuser, Karen. They did not authenticate that. They did not authenticate the signatures of the JPs. They did not look into the matter of fair comment. They did not do that because I don't know if it's laziness or whatever, but they did not look into the matter of fair commenting. All they looked in the matter of was that Dayton lawyer them, me say them corrupt yes man and crooked yes man. Dayton Campbell lawyer them come say, my lady, we're asking you to throw out the defenses, and that is what the woman do. So right here now, make we see where the appeal court are go on with.
But it's simple, and yeah, it's simple. Oh, you all right? You file. You're a KC. You're a King's Counsel, and you file on the behalf of this man 3 lawsuits against 3 ladies that them wanna defame him.
Mm.
And you went when you file a lawsuit against a woman, them say them defame him. You're going to come back to the court after they have filed their defenses with the 3 affidavits from the 3 young lady attached to Karen defense. You're going to come back and ask the court, say before the gunfire for the race start. No, nobody with the race, judge. Nobody with the race, throw them out, throw them defense. No make nobody hear what them have to say. No make nobody hear the defense where them are going to put up. When them are going to ask him, say, how did I, when Nata go ask, how did not lawyers going to ask, how did my client defame you? When Michelle go ask, lawyer go ask, how did my client defame you? When Karen go ask, how did I defame you? No, them don't make nothing start. Them just get the judge to say, fling it out.
Them believe in a sweep on the rug. Them believe in a denying people justice. Remember, you know, Liz, when Melissa dead, you know, the people them not believe in a process and accountability. The people them come say Melissa died naturally in her sleep, died aneurysm, one whole heap or something, and them omitted the gunshot wounds, and them know say Sylvia shot Melissa killer. So the same thing them come with shortcut underneath rug, but then can't underneath rug me at all. God bless America.
Bless Jamaica too, ma'am. Give birth to you.
God after bless Jamaica. Is the people them at Jamaica must show God say them appreciate him, because guess what? There is no flourishing in a Jamaica when you have people like these in your politics. You see the people them vote them out. The people them vote them out for a reason. They don't bring nothing to the table. They're of no good. Simple as that.
And you see, this is what now people judge your politics based on these characters. And I keep telling the people that nothing is wrong with the politics. What has happened to us is that we have veered from the kind of persons that usually come to the politics, especially in the people that are bad, to these miscreants and white. But, you know, them say, I go, when you hit rock bottom, you can't go no lower. So the time for start, for clean up now and the rising. Oops. And the resurgent rebirth of the People's National Party and Jamaica politics is now. But as I say, this is an opening, and I am glad you talk about it, because the public must be told.
Yes.
There was no defense allowed. There was nothing. The court, the judge came in and arbitrarily made her decision. 15 pages. It was an arbitrary decision of the judge. and we do not know yet as laypersons whether this is ruling, is legal. Therefore, the people were encouraging that it to be challenged in a court of appeal against these judges, because now the appeal is against the judge under her ruling, right? Because defamation suit was not heard. The defamation suit was not heard. The man filed defamation suit, and it was not heard in the court of law. No hearing.
The defense was not heard.
Nothing was heard.
Oh, is it that no, sir. Hey, look here now, guys. You see, if Jamaica ever want to take control of its own destiny where it comes to justice, and to have the people of the country, most importantly, the people of the country believe in the system and that they can get justice in the system, everybody has to play a part in making sure that the people who are responsible, the judges and all these people, make sure so them doing them work where them got trained in a school how much years to do. They have a responsibility. And you know, so during this whole conversation with cartel case, me hear a lot of people talk a lot of things. People talk about Paula Llewellyn. The people talk about the juror. But me not really hear nobody say anything about this judge. He was the boss in the room. And this judge allowed the juror, the tainted juror, where members of the legal fraternity is them send this juror and pay this juror to go corrupt the rest of juror them. And them do it. This man, pan the jury, did not do this on his own. It's them sending because them have the legal knowledge and them know, say, if them do that, there's going to be a technicality in defense of cartel. And them send him go do it, the people them were in the justice system. Remember me tell you now.
Because as I said earlier, me and his batchmate, we graduated at the same time.
Yes.
Right? And we were probably, while in class together in law school, we were very, very good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same, sir.
The ordinary people. So one thing about Jesus, and them never have a friend in the eyes, as I can see amongst the ordinary people. Although the ordinary people betray him, but in favor of the ordinary people. So ordinary people have sense. Yeah, man, ordinary people intelligent, smart, articulate well, brilliant, can think. Rounded.
No, so Liz.
This is not going to shackle. Not.
No, it shall continue to be continued for true.
Yeah.
Now, Liz, back to this healthcare matter here.
Yes.
Where you say when Dawes did come out and come talk 2015 and said all these things about the healthcare system. Where I say him did want to get under the skin of my man deliberately.
Yeah, man, and Dr. Clinton, he was part of the party that wanted to get Dr. Ferguson removed. Don't know why. But you know, what is deadly about this city, this onslaught? Why you are attacking the medical service? When you do that, you know, the 80-year-old, the 70-year-old, the 50-year-old, the child with the sickle cell. No, hearing on the person with a heart condition, the asthmatic, the diabetes, the blood problem person, the hearing impaired. When people hear this kind of onslaught coming from the lips of a person who is supposed to be a doctor, it begins to put more stress on them with their already disease, the ailment that they're suffering from, and they're seeking treatment in the medical system that we have. And when they hear this, say, Lord have mercy, I'm diabetic, I can't get no treatment, I'm asthmatic, no ventilator, not this, you know, but it puts stress on them.
Nobody's talking about that aspect of it, so I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, and that is not how the normal opposition should operate in a medical All right.
True, you know. When
You-
as an opposition, if you're out in the public domain every day, on social media and in front of cameras and on TV, I say the healthcare system it depend on the ground, people are dead, all of that. If you really, as a person with a chronic illness, will depend on the healthcare system, or even just anybody, this really drive a certain fear in you know, for true, you know.
Of course.
But I deliberately them want it so because they want to undermine the system and the government.
It is not. It is deliberate because it is not. These people are calculated, cold-blooded, mercenaries, you know. It is never about the people. It is never about improving the healthcare system. It is never about the country called Jamaica. It is about me, myself, and I. How rich can I be getting into the politics? How rich can I be? All right. You know, recently there was a serious case situation, and the doctors was able to. All right, a few years ago, not so long, my nephew, God bless him, so he's away now in Japan teaching too. And he came home one evening and he said, he was in pain, and he said, Auntie, make me some tea. I'm going to make him some tea. But then all in the pain, I just come back in the kitchen and go back up to him in the bedroom and I talk to him. And he start to bawl worse. Say, no, sir, this serious. I may always have what we call emergency cash in my house. Me, in time I work, I have emergency cash stored on in my job. I'm going to call taxi. Then I call him mother and say, need you over Apex. And when we reach at Apex, the tours touch the doctor, touch me ball over the doctor said, who's a which hospital? I would say UA. And when I reach at UA, I go straight in at the theater. In my appendix.
Definitely appendix.
And in my life, and in well. So if you want to, because Dr. Guy talked about the medical system, Dr. Phillips, when he was placed as Minister of Health, is not a health person by profession. But he went there and he did. And he never did. It's like a politician that come out and quote and the things so.
You're not supposed to do that. Even here in America, you know. You see when you hear the national discourse about healthcare in this country in America, it's always about affordable care. You understand? It's always about, you know, healthcare is too expensive for some people and stuff like that. It's never about bringing down disgrace from the system and because look here, every healthcare system in the world have a little problem, and that is the truth. We're not gonna compare Jamaica because Jamaica is a developing healthcare system. But when politicians talk about the healthcare system, Bernie Sanders, for example, is very vocal, has always been vocal, and he always talks about affordable care. Not that our healthcare system is the worst in the world. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So them people here and for them style of politics, me I tell from from 2021 me I talk it, you know, and other people, you know. So them people here style of politics, it is so dangerous. It is not funny.
But you know, we are
Be a lie them tell. Be a lie them tell.
Hmm?
No, I'm just say be a lie them tell.
Yes, it's not on the lies where they're frightening sick people, frightening the people that now if you go there, the hospital you have a day there. No, if you go to the doctor here, so you have a day there. The area I am annoyed with journalism, that is my area. No journalist look on this brother and say to him, say, Dr. Dawes, why are you not in the medical profession? The public medical profession offering any assistance of relief to any of these persons who are out here looking sensational publicity from. Why are you not? Why haven't you made effort? All right, you know 10 doctors in Bahamas where you did it. Call them now and then make the press, call the press and say, I have donated 3 ventilators to St. Mary Hospital. All right? Because Michael Manley did those things, you know, when Michael Manley was after the Gilbert attack, Gilbert hurricane. And when he come home, you know, the amount of medical supplies you bring home, it was right across the globe. The German send him say, and him said to them, say, when the German say, what do I do with these medical supplies? He said, give it to the Red Cross. The Japanese give it to the Red Cross. The English give it to the Red Cross. And him bringing things, right? He never need that for tear down the place. And him went and campaign the correct way. And him win. It's like, but these people are out the cold-blooded mercy. And money grabber them, money hungry, goons them. And them we are fight the people them. And I fight the people them. And Jesus, I'm fighting down on the poor people them now in a panic. The diabetic, the asthmatic, the blood clotting person. Everybody a panic. Lord God, we can't go no ventilator. No, and I say go. You get if you're really serious to help your country and you want to win, say you want to turn MP and you want to come to Minister of Health. Man, you alone out there, you work out backside and you bring in 20 ventilators. And you, when the time comes, you say there are 5 new ventilators at Hanover Hospital. There are 5 new ventilators in a Trelawney Hospital. And then people start, how do you know that? And the voters start sit up. How do you know that?
Boy, may I tell you. All them are do a try. Boy, I don't know. This kind of lie where them are people. Then what happened to all the 3 prison? Where Ian is come talk about the 3 prisoner. You know, me not laugh, because them something you're not supposed to laugh about, you know.
No, him famous, you know.
Famous. A long time you lie, sir.
Him famous, you know. The American government, him is a, what you call it now, he's a study subject of the American government. I won't tell you which department, but him famous. Me never really, I'm telling you, me never like him from day one. Me never like him from day one. For me, that watch him and in presentation, them at G2K, there is something about him that turned me off. Him have this sleeve.
And him not come out, come say him sorry. Him not come out, come say him sorry. I think him say, what him say? Him said, I think him, him spin it.
Him go play a 9-year tape with the MP for West Rural, no? So she trace him up. And the tape was done 9 years ago. Never done for the
I'm sorry for them condition. Them want to look a shampoo.
No, the politics need a purge. A massive purge.
Yes, definitely.
Because the characters that the People's National Party needs to create. Julian Robinson said, PNP distance from Damien. Damien Crawford has done nothing, absolutely nothing, to discredit the People's National Party since he has been brought into the public face. He has done nothing, absolutely nothing. And people say him talk too much, but he has done nothing. But when Julian Robinson them do, and the Mark Golding, the Risers them, and the Ian Ears, and the Campbell, and the Fentons.
Then hold on there.
And the Azan.
Everything we talk, where do you? Mark Golding said something and say, tell me again how him did say, and him say, that's not the position of the PNP. You know, remember? Lord Jesus.
It's about the I think it has something to do with the Constitution and the committee that was put together.
Or was it about the city? Yeah, they do something. And him said, this is not the position. Then why the PNP could have put out something and said, them are disassociate from him?
Because as you say, the whole situation is up in it's in a topsy-turvy situation.
What a dilemma. What's up?
You see,
then hold on then now, Liz. Are these people for come to Jamaica come vote for when the election call? Talk it true.
No man. You see, there's a thing where the belief is there that Mark Golding would have brought billions to the PNP coffers. Mark Golding was treasurer of the People's National Party for 3 years. 2018, when they resigned after Dr. Phillips made the announcement in the meet with all of the MPs them about the fund that they were set up for help workers. Mark Gold, where them thief the idea from. 2018, 27 and 2016, Mark Gold did not bring one red cent into the coffers of the People's National Party as treasurer, not one red cent. Lisa Anna, when he resigned in 2018 after that meeting, when they resigned and run out with the idea of Dr. Phillips put and other things, Lisa Anna took up the treasurer that night, and Lisa Anna was able in a very short time, 2 years, over 3 million or more in a to help the party have a decent looking campaign in a less than 6 months. But I do not understand the consciousness of the average PMP membership. That's about the PMP membership. Why is it? And the members of parliament who have the power, them can still be traditional, but do the tradition another way. Remove that ruling as opposition.
Well, somebody give me a piece of information last night, top secret, so I can't really let out everything. But me gonna make reference to Mikhail. I think Mikhail made a comment about the citizenship thing when he was asked that what him say? I think him say a meeting is going to be held and something to the effect of when that meeting is over, Mark Golding would have to respect the decision of the party. Something to that effect. I didn't hear it myself, but so me I say how the risers them not jump him yet.
Hold on. I also was told, but this is by a family member, the same thing, said this weekend, a decision is going to be announced.
Oh, this weekend.
The conference I keep, but that's decision and the same. So maybe. That is why the political decision came down today.
Which political decision? Which political decision?
The one in the court.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus. Poor Dayton. Poor Dayton. You know what I have to say? Poor Dayton. Dayton want look forward so bad. You see when him go down Westmoreland, the woman them run out on him wicked, The woman them say, Dr. Campbell, we don't want you down here. You can't win down here, so go back up Senton where you mash up down there. Go fix in him face them telling me, so we don't want you down here. We not them running bad. Me say, oh God, if somebody run me like that, I swear me I move to another country. Then run him. Poor Dayton. Dayton want look forward in the media and want him want a good name. Your name not in the good book, Dayton, so you can't get no. There shall be no salvation for you. Listen, Dayton, your name is not in the good book. So you cannot use glean or nothing at all. Forget your name in a no good book. You are, look here, you're right off. I want to say you're right off. You have been written off by God Almighty himself. He has been written off by Satan. Not even the devil no want him. Saying right off. You think a little bit of outer than this? Me say that man I do people. Eh?
Yeah.
You think a little bit of disrespect? Come say, yes, if I hear this your elder, you have to go down,
Of course.
So there is no redemption for Dayton Campbell.
That's go down. But not only that, people should be told, why does he hate Alfred Campbell, council and deputy mayor? Why does he hate it?
Oh, Dayton?
Yeah.
Because I think Alfred did beat him in the presidential race in the YO from how much years ago.
Right. Alfred beat him.
Yes.
In that president, and from that day, it's a long time ago, it's over 10 years. And from that day, he has been carrying the belly for Alec. That's why I do. And Alec is going to win the battle against him.
So that's why I'm going to take Dawes now for undermine the man.
Right.
But tell us you're crab in a barrel, them man. Crab in a barrel.
when the district plan comes down this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and it means that his position as Rise General Secretary is also jeopardy.
Nobody's gonna work with Dayton because Dayton bring nothing but disgrace and shame. From it open him mouth, just from it open him mouth, I just disgrace right through. Him not have no manners. He's Dayton Campbell is socially dunce. Dayton Campbell, he might have be book smart in whatever he studied, but when it comes on to human interaction, when it comes on to human decency and all these things, Dayton does not understand a word of it, nor a third of it.
He doesn't understand anything about running a 86-year-old institution or running the secretariat. He knows nothing, and he is glorified ignorance.
Then let me ask you this, Liz. Which part in the history of any political party, not just JLP or PNP, where in the history, as a historian, because you're about long time in the politics, when
yeah, have you... about long more time, more to while if you were 100.
Yes. Well, why you're around for a long time. When in the history of politics have you ever seen a general secretary of a party go somewhere to seek a seat and the people them run him like dog? Have you ever seen that in the history of politics?
No.
Case closed.
No.
Case closed.
But the weekend is going to be exciting, fascinating, and we are waiting.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good night then, Liz. Thank you so much as usual. Miss Sonia, everybody's early up and I say good night.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night. I didn't forget my manners. Good night, everybody. Love you all. And this is a great platform. I think Karen will be on Tuesday. I'm not sure, but I think she will possibly be on Tuesday.
All right. Big up yourself, Liz. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. So, guys, 771 likes, please. 771 likes, please. On the like button over here, so. Remember, when I get good content, see all the courthouse not even can tell you how it really go. I'm going to come out, I can't tell you how it really go. So when this turn off, I would have really love to see 770 odd likes on this. Want to get quality content over here? Nobody now come out here come beg on a stress on out. So the platform on can go sit down pan can be house and land they want from. Over here sound sit down nice and comfortable and listen. Nobody not stress So on take up on a lazy and them on a lazy finger them and touch the like button for me, please and thanks. All right, so we're going to the judgment on this man here. Now, the liability of Dr. Dawes. Boy, I mean, I know. It kind of sad, you know. I know why I say it's sad because I don't think Dawes reached 45 years old yet. I don't think him that old yet. But when you see people, you know, we dedicate them time to pursue something good as a fan of the health, not as a fan. Not as a fan. I've been in healthcare since I was 19 years old. And my age come off of me that when I tell you my age. So, as someone who is a passionate caregiver, I love people and I love to help people, and that's what drew me to healthcare. And I have a great deal of respect for people who choose that career path. Now, if you see somebody like Dawes now, who seem to be fairly decent at his job. I don't really know about his people skills based on, things I've heard. And, people are going to act different in terms of people skills and how they deal with people when money is involved as opposed to when money is not involved. Don't you know that, people? If you're out the road and sell something as a vendor, you're going to treat the people them different who you know are going to buy from you or want to buy from you as opposed to when you don't out there hustle, don't it? So when I see somebody like this now, we have so much to offer, right? And because they don't have good ways, they don't have good attitude. Any which part them go, people always are reject them and them something. That is not cute. That not nice. You want to see people are flourish. You think it easy for go to medical school, guys? You think a little bit of sacrifice and a little bit of hungry days coming? You know, people got medical school, you know, where many days they're not nothing for them, you know. It's a big sacrifice. So at least learn the basics of life. Being a medical doctor, you should have a comprehensive way about you in terms of not just how you care for patients, but how you deal with human beings, people who are not within your line of work, how you interact with people, maturity, growing up, not looking at yourself and thinking just because you have a white coat on or you're wearing scrubs, it means that you can treat people any kind of way and think that, think like a classist. You don't do that. What a waste. Because me can guarantee you, so you see, if Dawes did have better ways, he made have be on him way to Parliament, nice and comfortable. As what Derek kid has say, nice and decent and comfortable. Nice and comfortable. Yes, me done got Parliament nice and comfortable. But to see that people are overlooking the fact that he's a medical doctor. And that's the main purpose why Mark Golding appointed him to Shadow Health, is because he's a medical doctor. But clearly, many, many people are overlooking that. They're overlooking it because of the way Dawes deal with people and just his whole demeanor. Jamaica people love them politicians, And once they come to the people them properly, there's nothing that they won't do for you. May I tell you no? You know that too, guys. Jamaica people, when it comes down to them politicians, they love them politicians. You know much people me hear a say in the social media space, me hear them a say, Dawes, why you gone in a PNP politics? Why you gone in a Rise United them politics for mash up yourself and mash up your career? Him should even bother coming at this now. At the wrong time. You can't go into something that is so destroyed and fragmented and mixed up. And you hear the prayer with the pastor pray. Me go play that prayer phone before I come off tonight, Because me don't know which part in the world you could have go. And a pastor could have prayed for you like that. Unless the pastor spirit just pick up something very bad in your energy. The pastor pick up in him spirit something very bad in him energy. For you see all the pastor pray a prayer like that, you just take with yourself quick and fast, Because you say anything where I'm with them people, it go rub off by you. With pestilence and with blood, I will enter into judgment with him, and I will reign on him and on his troops, and they will know I am Lord. Ezekiel 38, 22 to 23. Hear that. I would have somebody, St. George Foster. Where you get that the verse there from? Hold on. So sometimes you have to take bad things, take laugh. No, sir. What is this? Yeah, man, a destruction take him, man. Dawes, you should have never come in the politics at this time. You know if you know time and place. You know if you know time and place. You see, me do a program when I just say, oh, Lisa Anna saved her brand. You turn the total opposite way. And trust me, you turn off a whole heap of people. Big time. And therefore, you have become the biggest liability after Mark Golding. Right now, guys, there are people in the PNP who are very angry. Me I tell you about elders. Very angry to the fact that Mark Golding come to something so unprecedented where, as the leader of the party, he's telling the Jamaican people and he's telling the comrades them say, look here, I want to lead this country. I want to lead this party, and I am not going to renounce my British citizenship. I don't care what you guys say. Me nah rush to do it, and me don't want to do it. Because we need to have this conversation about the diaspora. I'm going to tell someone the diaspora something to why I'm there. So, yes, somehow the diaspora people look handful of no. We are talking about so no want to come lead Jamaica and come in a parliament with dual citizenship. Don't even think about it. You hear? Don't think about it. Because somehow no, we don't mind coming at the parliament and senate. Come help make laws and make rules and they don't even live in the country. Me here what I go on with. They look a handful of uno. Uno want to go in the parliament and don't even live in the country. You know, say if you got embassy, one of the reasons why many people get turned down at embassy is because when them get questioned and when the investigation is done, the embassy realize that they don't have no ties in a Jamaica, they may have to come back. And the people them want nobody run off in them country, so them deny them visa. You didn't know that, guys? So only nobody go like son want come in Jamaica, come sit down in our parliament and the devil living in the country. And like Mark Golding, only don't have no assets or nothing in the country. The whole of him assets they are England and British Virgin Island. That is not right. You cannot do that. It's not right. And that's just the truth of the matter. So guys, I think we have said what we need to say here tonight. The pastor will pray over them. I think the pastor they will pray over Dawes. Because brother, me not think you got parliament. I just say truth. Guys, 800 and I would have liked to see 1,000 likes when I come after this. Remember when I stress out on over here. So we are going to close the program now. Thank you guys for joining as usual. I will chat with you guys again. And rest assured, the next development that comes, because the case is not over, you know, it's going to go to appeal. But the next development, I will certainly keep you guys updated. You understand? And guys, when you are, if you are ever, you know, in the justice system, at whether civil or whatever, you have to be an advocate. You have to be your advocate. Make sure that you're holding folks accountable who are supposed to be making these decisions, you know? And that's what I am bringing across on this platform by letting you all know the tricks and the witchcraft what these people do. Put case in a court private because they don't want media know. Then them run out now about victory and media take things run gone with it. Don't even know the details of the case. So me have to come tell you now. Say the so-called victory where them claim, it has nothing to do with the allegations. It has nothing to do with what was submitted to the court. It has nothing to do with hearing the defenses that were submitted by the people who were accused. So have yourselves a good night, guys. I will catch you again tomorrow. I hope you guys stay safe and continue to be vigilant, continue to be the advocates and activists that you are for Jamaica. Have yourselves a good night.
And I pray against disgrace. I pray against disappointment. I pray against failure. I pray against embarrassment. I pray against, oh God Almighty, mental disorder. I pray against confusion. I pray against mix-up spirit.
To extensively renovate. It's practically a new building. And then just opposite that building, we're building a new hospital, a children adolescent hospital. It will be a state-of-the-art facility, not just for Jamaica, but the entire Caribbean.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.